Hello world, it's ScrawlrBox time. I'm not still entirely satisfied with the editing style of these, so if you have any suggestions, please just, let me know. Except for the forced stop motion of the beginning, me pulling out all the supplies, I kind of really like how that usually turns out. But anything else, please, the table's here, lay it on it. On to the box. The Scrawlr challenge for this month is Squared Away, and while I thought it would be fun to do something more abstract, I knew kind of exactly where I wanted to take this challenge. Well, I had an idea and it evolved. I started out trying to do a phase where areas are sort of cut out and moved over a bit. You've probably seen stuff like that already. But I didn't think my skills were where I dare to just jump into something like that. I kind of want to do it in the more practical way of making a drawing first and then cutting out the pieces, moving them, and then trace over those at some other point. And I couldn't really see how I was gonna do that on black paper. So instead I wanted to use the rectangles as forms of windows to differentiate styles of lines and color. And yeah, I know, I'm using rectangles and not squares, but well, I didn't really notice until after I finished the drawing and I didn't want to restart it. But I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't really have much to say about the drawing, except that I do want to make a print-friendly version at some point, because the metallics kind of don't translate well to print, but they're really, really nice on this final drawing. So instead, I'm just gonna jump into the supplies and I'll kind of go through them in the order they are written on the sheet. Everything except the pencil I'm using for sketching, but that was received in an older box, so still counts. So starting out with the Derwent metallic pencils, and while swatching these out, I was incredibly happy about the super softness of the tips. It makes it a bit difficult to create clean lines, but the blending turns out is absolutely wonderful. It did say on the card they were water soluble, but I couldn't get them to dissolve really. To be honest, I don't really mind, since it would add another layer to the challenge, which I did not have the patience for today. But it did confuse me a tiny bit. Maybe it's just a mistake. Probably. I don't know. No matter, the pencils were really great to work with, they blend beautifully and the colors are stunning. The only gripe I might have, it's a tiny one, is the blue and the pewter colors are very much alike. So I do think I would have preferred the blue to be a bit deeper, but the way it is now, it does complement the purple a lot. The ruler is great. I absolutely love it. The color and the weight is so wonderful. It's made out of solid copper, so it's bacteria resistant and it's super tactile. It did swipe a bit while using it, but basically any ruler that doesn't have a foam backing to it does that with me, and it's moved a lot less than I'm used to with plastic rulers. So I thought it worked. Alright, the Faber Castell metallic markers. They are absolutely wonderful to work with. They are quite juicy and they lay down fairly flat and smoothly. They also have a really pretty shine, so all in all, they are very nice. They also stuck to the ruler, so yeah, it did say on the card they could draw on practically everything, so I'm gonna have to find a way to remove that. And then the paper. Just kind of insert more positive word here. It's thick, it's easy to work with, and it's just textured enough to let the pencils lay down properly, and I don't think I have anything bad to say. that should just be that the glue holding it together does come up with the paper when you rip it off, but it's easy to remove anyway, and it does make the paper stick really nicely together. So I don't know. I don't think that's a terrible thing. Anyway, the last little thing I would really like to mention is this month's featured artist, because dear, would I have loved, absolutely loved to see this piece shine like the original probably do. Go check them out. It's, I need to do so. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't really know what else to say about anything, so I shall be away. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.